Pop a parlay here, bringing you your Week 7 matchup predictions. Starting us off with the 1-11 Implication versus the 3-9 Nabers and Paris and Kittle. We got Daniel Jones and Justin Fields. I'm going to go with Fields. It's a good week for Fields. And then we got David Montgomery and Kareem Hunt. I'm going to go with Monty. We got Nick Chubb and Quinshawn Judkins. I'm going to go with Judkins. We got Nico Collins and Brian Thomas. I'm leaning towards Collins, but this is closer than it seems. I think Thomas is starting to pick it up. We got Devonta Smith and Jameson Williams. I'm going to go with Devonta. That's pretty gross wide receiver 2 matchup. We got Hockenson and George Kittle, maybe off of IR. Let's see. Returns in limited practice. Sounds good. I'm going to go with George Kittle here. And then we got Michael Pittman and Hunter Henry. I'm going to go with Pittman. Double tight end, never a good lineup. We got Luther Burden and Keenan Allen. I'm going to go with Keenan Allen. My God, these teams are bad. Taking a look here, I'm actually tending to agree with the matchup predictions that Sleeper's given here. I think the projections are accurate. Dare I say it? I think Bird Up is going to get himself a win. I don't think these teams get a victory point. I mean, it's just a scrub match. All right, we got Flacco's UnderDawgs and God Did. We got Caleb Williams and Dak Prescott. I'm going to go with Dak. We got McCaffrey and Jonathan Taylor fresh off the bench, and I'm going to go with McCaffrey here. We got Ja'Cory Krosky, Merritt versus Kenneth Walker. I'm going to go with it's tough. I don't believe in the 18-point projection for Krosky, but I will go with Krosky. We got CeeDee Lamb and Marvin Harrison. Big old question marks next to these two, but I'll go with CeeDee if he's healthy. We got Cortland Sutton and Kendrick Bourne. This guy's been playing out of his mind, but I will go with Cortland Sutton against the Giants. We got Tyler Warren and Kate Otten. I'm going to go with Warren. We got Travion Henderson and Jordan Addison. I'm going to go with Jordan Addison here. Cam Scattaboo and Quentin Johnston. I'm going to go with Cam Scattaboo here. Tend to agree with the projections. I think God Did's team is just a little bit too much for Flacco's UnderDawgs here, and I'm also going to give him the victory point. We got Smelly Coop 1-4 and Team Sim for Sarah. We got Jalen Hurts and Jordan Love. I'm going to go with Hurts there. We got Genty and Jahmyr Gibbs. I'm going to go with Gibbs. We got Jalen Warren and Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go with Jacobs. We got Calvin Ridley and Jamar Chase. I'm going to go with Jamar Chase over the 0 projected Calvin Ridley. We got Stephon Diggs and Chris Olave. I'm going to go with... these guys stink. I'll go with Chris Olave. We got Dallas Goedert and Trey McBride. I'm going to go with McBride. We got Juwan Jennings and Chuba Hubbard. I'm leaning towards Juwan if he's healthy. Yeah, sure. Rashid Shaheed and Jalen Waddle. I will go with Jalen Waddle here. Yeah, this is a close one. Projections seem accurate. I am leaning towards Tampa Bay, Arizona. It's top heavy for Sim for Sarah here. If Calvin Ridley doesn't play, he's gonna have to plug in one of these bums. I mean, these guys are irrelevant. I'm leaning towards it's a big night for Smelly Coop 1-4 and Thursday Night Football in a gross matchup. Very big night. You know what? I'm going to go with it. I'm going to go with Smelly Coop 1-4, shaking it up here a little bit. I wouldn't be surprised if either of these teams get a victory point. For now, I'll go Smelly Coop 1-4 and the victory point. We got Sugar and T and Team Mecozzi. Patrick Mahomes versus Josh Allen, who's on a bye. So I lean towards Patrick Mahomes on this one. We got Travis Etienne and Saquon Barkley. I'm going to go with Saquon. We got Javonte Williams and J.K. Dobbins. I'm going to go with Javonte. We got Amon-Ra St. Brown and A.J. Brown. I'm going to go with Amon-Ra. We got Devontae Adams and George Pickens. I'm going to go with Devontae. We got Travis Kelce and Kyle Pitts. I'm going to go with Travis Kelce. We got Chase Brown and Travis Hunter. I'm going to go with Chase Brown. And then we got D.K. Metcalf going up against Zay Flowers on a bye, and I'm going to go with D.K. Metcalf. While Sugar and T doesn't feel like setting his lineup, this is an easy victory for Team Mecozzi. Getting a victory point as well. We got Zero Championship Strategy versus Indy's Cheeks. We got Justin Herbert and Jaden Daniels. I'm going to go with Jaden Daniels. We got Devon Achane and Bijan Robinson. I'm going to go with Bijan here. We got Breece Hall and Alvin Kamara. I'm going to go with Breece. We got Smith-Njigba versus Drake London. I am leaning towards Smith-Njigba here. We got Alec Manor versus Terry McLaurin. Going to go with Terry if he's healthy. Sam Laporta and Darren Waller. I'm going to go with Laporta. We got Rico Dowdle and Darnell Mooney. I'm going to go with Rico. And then we got Cooper Kupp and Xavier Worthy. I lean towards Worthy, but this is closer than it seems. I think that Alvin's team is taking a turn for the better here. John's still reeling a little bit after the trade. He's got Shakir on a bye. The guy stinks anyways. He's got Tajay Spears. Yeah, a lot more going for zero championship strategy here. I'm going to give them the dub and the victory point. I tend to agree with the projections at 146. And then we've got Detrimentally Horny versus Molly's Muffins. And we got Baker Mayfield and Jared Goff. I am leaning towards Baker on this one. We got Kyron Williams and DeAndre Swift. I'm going to go with Kyron. We got Rashad White and Jordan Mason. I am going to go with Rashad. And then we got Rashee Rice and Justin Jefferson. I'm leaning towards Jefferson on that one. We got Tet McMillan and Roma Dunze. I'm gonna go with Roma Dunze. We got David Njoku and Jake Ferguson. I'm gonna go with Fergie Boy. We got Christian Kirk and Lad McConkey. I'm gonna go with McConkey, and then we got Debo Samuel and Kamani Vidal. I lean towards Kamani. I just Debo's questionable. If he's fully healthy playing against Dallas, I probably would go with Debo here though. Projections are definitely not accurate here. This is going to be a tough matchup, close matchup to both these teams fighting for the top of the league here at 9-3. I do think that Detrimentally Horny is going to edge him out. I know I listed a lot of his guys on this side of the lineup, but I think Detrimentally Horny's just got what it takes to get it done. Team's catching its stride right now. Maybe play Drake May instead of Jared Goff. Who knows? But it'll be an interesting matchup. We're going to have a fun Monday night on this one. It's going to come down to it. I'm going to go with Detrimentally Horny with the victory point as well. I'm also going to give Molly's Muffins a victory point here. I think that they're going to be this is going to be a hell of a matchup here. Recap here. We have got the Implication getting the dub over Nabers and Paris and Kittle. No victory point. We got God Did over Flacco's. We got a victory point for God Did. We got Smelly Coop 1-4 over Sim for Sarah, and we got a victory point here for Smelly Coop 1-4. We got Team Mecozzi over Sugar and Tea, and we got a victory point for Team Mecozzi. We got zero championship strategy over Indy's Cheeks, and we got a victory point for zero championship strategy. And then we got Detrimentally Horny over Molly's Muffins, and we got a victory point for both of these teams here at the top of the lineup. All right, boys, that does it for your Week 7 matchup predictions. Now let's get into the parlay. Here we go. All right. Who says we can't do it? All right. We got Drew Sample on the anytime touchdown on the touchdown jackpot entry. Easy dub there. We got DK and Jamar Chase. Thought I'd keep it simple. Anytime TD for both of these guys. That's the profit boost. And then we got our no sweat. Jalen Warren over 47.5. Jalen Warren anytime TD. Jamar Chase A+ receptions. T. Higgins 5+ receptions. And Kenneth Gainwell over 2.5 receptions. All right, gentlemen. Good luck.